devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Stanley James, ZBC News, Harare.
Well, that story concludes our look at Business Breakfast. On the 18th of April 2023, Zimbabwe will be celebrating Independence Day. Zimbabwe's independence didn't come on a silver plate. Several sons and daughters sacrificed their lives. Now, to discuss that and more, we have invited to the studio History Teachers Association of Zimbabwe President Menas Msongelwa. And Doctor, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for allowing me to shorten your name, your surname actually, because it's a bit long. So Dr. Muso, is it okay?
Yes, I'm
all right,
comfortable
that's
with
fine.
that one. Yes,
beautiful.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Yes.
How as well? How has been your holiday so far?
So far, the holiday is so good. Just enjoying the Easter holiday, enjoying the death of Jesus Christ who died for our sins, so that today we are here.
Okay, that's fine. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Coming to back to business. Okay.
Yes.
You are a history teacher by profession.
Yes.
Tell me, why is it important for us to always reflect and look at history?
History is so interesting. It's called the history. History, you're talking about the stories of people who survived long ago, of what took place long ago. So it is important for us to know what transpired long ago so that we can appreciate the sacrifices that were done by those people who fought during the liberation struggle. We are here today enjoying our independence. Next week, it's 18 April, enjoying our independence. There are some people who died for this country so that we could enjoy our independence. So it's time of reflecting what transpired during that particular period of time, the time of the liberation struggle.
I love that. Dr. Muso, you are really speaking with passion. I can see.
I love
You're
history.
full of, I can see that.
I eat history. I love history. I sleep history.
It's beautiful. You know,
Lovely.
a lot of people, a lot of teachers, you know, so many, sometimes they get into the profession, you know, with the wrong reasons. But I can see you've got passion.
Oh, so much. I'm so much,
for the subject.
I'm so much into history.
All right. So please just tell us more about how Zimbabwe attained, independence.
You know, in October 1888, a man called Cecil John Rhodes, he had to send 3 carefully chosen men, Rochford Maguire, Francis Thompson, and Charles Rudd, to come and convince Lobengula to sign the Rudd concession. So we see Lobengula eventually signing the Rudd concession. He was deceived. He thought that these men were genuine. But look what happened after the signing of the Rudd concession. His kingdom collapsed. And after the collapse of the kingdom, 1896, the Ndebele, the Shona, they took up their arms. They fought against the whites. But unfortunately, they were not successful. So from that time onwards, 1898 until 1980, we see that the Africans, they tried by all means to regain the independence that they lost. You move on, talk about Cecil John Rhodes dying in 1902, 1930, they took our land through the Land Apportionment Act. They'd passed so many acts before the Land, our Tenure Act, so many acts that were meant to disadvantage the Africans. You move on, you talk what took place in the 1950s. In the 1950s, they had to form what was known as the Federation. They had to combine Northern Rhodesia, they had to combine Nyasaland and our Southern Rhodesia. Why Rhodesia? Why Rhodesia? When Cecil John Rhodes died in 1902, he was called Rhodes. So if you add Rhodes, if you add IA, we now have Rhodesia. So these countries, they were named Rhodesia after Cecil John Rhodes. So in 1953, they were combined. So when they were combined again, Africans, they were exploited. Africans, they were not free to express themselves. They were not free to do whatever they wanted to do. They were suffering. So many of them died because of the brutalities that they were facing. You move on, the collapse of the Federation, 1963. After that, Ian Smith coming out declaring that Africans were not going to liberate themselves, but Africans, they formed political parties, ZIPRA, ZANLA, fighting against the whites so that we could attain our independence. Come 1978, 79, Lancaster Conference, 1980, Liberation, Zimbabwe, people enjoying their independence now. So that is how we attained our independence.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful stuff, Doctor.
Yes.
So tell me, Doctor, I understand, you know, people say history shapes us.
Yes.
Shapes our present.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say? What would you say to the youths? What can they learn about our independence?
There's so much that youths can learn about our independence. They can learn that this independence that they are enjoying today, they are now free to go to school. During the liberation struggle, we see that they were not free to attend or to go to schools of their choices, but now they are free to attend the schools of their choices. They were also not free to do some of the subjects that they are doing in school. Our curriculum now is so interesting, is so wide. During the time of the colonial regime, they were not allowed to do some of the subjects. So we are seeing that our students now, they can learn that this country, it came because of the sacrifices, it came because of the bloodshed, it came because some people were prepared that this independence was supposed to come back to the Africans. And in 1980, we managed to attain this independence.
Wow, beautiful stuff, Doctor.
Yeah,
beautiful
yes,
stuff.
yes.
And what sort of advice would you give to our youth, even the general public, how they can celebrate independence on the 18th of April?
There are so many ways that they can do that. You know, during the liberation struggle, when people were fighting against the colonial regime, they were singing, Mondoro Zino, they can celebrate by singing, enjoying themselves in this new dawn, new Zimbabwe. They can also celebrate by dramatizing what used to take place during the liberation struggle. Through that now, they will be in a position of appreciating the sacrifices, what was done during the time of the liberation struggle.
Doctor, we've seen a lot of youth these days, they are really struggling with the issue of, drug abuse. You know, a lot of youths take for granted, what you're saying right now. You know, some actually are disgruntled, some, they just dampened their spirits. What would you actually how would you advise them?
You know what I did? As a teacher, I'm so passionate about teaching and also bringing a good morality, good behavior to these students. I went on to write 2 novels. One novel towards your destiny and another novel towards your success. These novels, they were meant to bring the students back to God. So many of our students, they don't know God. You'll be surprised that so many students, they don't even know some of the verses that we have in the Bible. So many students, not only students, even the setup of a family, we are no longer having parents and children praying together before they move out of the house. In the morning, come here, my daughters, come here, my sons. Let's talk to the source. God, you are wonderful. God, you are what. Talking to the source. When they go now to school now, whenever they face peer pressures, whenever they face students from other backgrounds now, there will be a fear in God. The fear of God is the beginning of of knowledge. So when they see mischief taking place now, that I will tell them that no, at home I was told that I should fear God. At home I was told that I was not supposed to do this. The Bible tells me that I am not supposed to do this and that. If I do that, I perish. So by so doing, I'm seeing so many students what are doing well. I'm conducting workshops. I move around provinces. I'm around districts, impacting knowledge, bringing these students to God, empowerment, programs, seminars, so that students they can have a good behaviors. It's not encouraging to see students smoking, drinking. Some are also into gay, doing gay. Some are doing some of the activities that are uncalled for. So we are trying to bring them back. I come from Kwekwe. We held a drug a campaign sometime, I think about 3 weeks back, whereby we had to march in town, just conscientizing the parents that they are supposed to bring good morality, work together with teachers at school, work with schools, so that our students can do well in the society and also at school.
Beautiful stuff, Doctor. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So, Doctor, I know a lot of people out there, or maybe were watching you, are wondering, how can they get in touch with you?
Okay, they can follow me on my Facebook page. Everything about our history, Zimbabwean history, from first topic in the syllabi until the last topic in the syllabi, it's on my Facebook page. I've got also a YouTube channel. You know what I did? I recorded everything that is done in our curricula, from the first topic to the last topic, European history, first topic, last topic, Zimbabwean history. I put it on my YouTube channel called Menas Musongelwa or Mr. Muso. They can follow me there. Then my phone number is 077 101-9392. They can come, then they will enjoy history. They appreciate history. They will love our Zimbabwean history.
Beautiful. Can you repeat your number again?
077-101-9392.
All right.
Yes.
So, Doctor, before I let you go,
yes,
any last words?
Last words is just to inspire the students, just inspire my learners that whenever you are discouraged, or possibly when we closed, you do not do well, you manage to have about 3 subjects, or when you're doing A level, you had about 6 or 5 points. It's not the end of the world. Just change your mindset, just persevere. There are P's of success. Pursue your purpose, pursue your passion, persevere, be patient. Don't be involved in relationships or into drugs or whatsoever. Concentrate on the purpose. If you focus, if you give more time to your schoolwork, I can assure you 14 points is your portion, 15 points is your portion. For O level, if you were not doing well, I can assure you can have A's on all the subjects that you are doing. It's only in the mind. Encourage yourself. Persevere. One day you will make it. You become a prominent person in the near future.
Doctor, before I let you go, please repeat those P's that you talked about.
We've got the P's of success. We've got number 1, P for For purpose. When you go to school, you are going for a purpose. Go to school, study, work hard, concentrate on the schoolwork. Don't make demons. I call them demons. When you go to school, the demons that come to disturb your purpose. Focus on the purpose. Number 2, passion. Be passionate about schoolwork. I want to be success. I'm thirsty for success. Be passionate. Number 3, patience. Don't sleep around. Don't be touched by anyone. Value yourself. Be a person of value. So you are supposed to be a patient. Wait for your husband. Your husband is coming. Another one, perseverance. Another one, position yourself with good friends. Choose your friends wisely.
Wow, thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much for coming to Good Morning Zimbabwe and the passion. You know, I can even feel your energy. I can feel your energy. Honestly speaking, you have really touched me. You've really transformed me as well. Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us the importance of looking at history, the importance of celebrating independence. Thank you so much. That was Dr. Muso sharing with us about the importance of celebrating